Hello my darlings and welcome. In this video, I'll be talking about the Norse goddess Idunn. I want to share some general information about her and then talk about what she represents when she appears in your life in an oracle card reading. I've created this series of short videos to share each of the card meanings from my Goddess Wisdom Oracle app. Ever young Idunn, keeper of the apples, and she who sustains the gods. Idunn is often called a goddess of immortality, as she's associated with keeping the gods young. She is the goddess in charge of guarding apples in her casket that the gods must eat to stay young until Ragnarok comes. Her name can be pronounced several ways, most popularly Idunn or Idunn. In ancient Norse times, the word used to describe Idunn's apples, apili, was applied to all sorts of fruits and nuts, and proper apples were unknown in Scandinavia prior to the arrival of Christians. And so, it is likely that in the original tale, apili referred to some other form of fruit, berries, or nuts. However, they are commonly referred to as apples. I will share one famous story about the goddess in which Idunn is lured out of Asgard by Loki. He has made a deal with a Jotun named Thiazi to kidnap her. Loki tells Idunn that he has seen some very special apples in Jotunheim that she might be interested in looking at. And to determine if they're better than her apples, she should bring her apples with her for a comparison. Her curiosity is piqued, and she is lured out of the protected land of Asgard. Prearranged by Loki, Idunn was kidnapped by the Jotun or giant, Thiazi, who carries her and her apples away in the form of a giant eagle. Without Idunn and the apples she provides to them, the gods begin to grow old and become gray. They realize they must get the goddess back. Loki volunteers to rescue Idunn and borrows Freya's falcon-winged cape to fly to Jotunheim, to Thiazi's lair, where he finds Idunn unguarded and easily rescued. Idunn is turned into a nut by Loki, so that he can easily fly her and her apples back to Asgard. In this way, we see again Idunn is associated with fruit and nuts. During the flight home, Thiazi realizes Idunn has been stolen from him and gives chase in the form of a much faster eagle. By the time Loki is inside of home, the giant eagle is close behind him and quickly closing the gap. Seeing this race, the other gods in Asgard quickly build a pile of kindling around their fortress. Loki, still clutching Idunn, makes it across the barrier. Then the fires are lit before Thiazi can turn. The flames consume the eagle and the giant is killed. Wife of Bragi, the god of poetry, Idunn is known as a goddess who fills others with inspiration. She is a loving partner to Bragi and a goddess who counsels the other Aesir not to fight among themselves or allow themselves to be riled up when Loki tries to spread division and insults. She is also understood to be trustworthy, as no one else among the Aesir is charged with keeping the apples of youth. And though it's not explained in surviving sources, perhaps only Idunn can create them. The gods' youth and perhaps their very lives depend greatly upon Idunn's good faith and care. In the Goddess Wisdom Oracle, the goddess Idunn represents youth. The Norse goddess of youth and springtime brings her glowing presence to you. Idunn was the wife of Bragi, the Norse god of poetry, and inspired him with her beauty, as she is here to inspire you. The goddess of spring, with her energy of renewal and rebirth, is here to bring a youthful energy to your life. No matter what your age, youthful thinking can unlock creativity. Idunn is here to inspire you to make the most of the situation you've been given. You can change the world with the right tools and motivation. Use your imagination and creativity. You may need to take a fresh approach. The goddess counsels that just because you faced a problem before doesn't mean that the dilemma has to be solved the same way every time. Idunn was the guardian of the apples of immortality and therefore much desired by the enemies of the Aesir. The apples remove all trace of age and infirmity to the gods who were not truly immortal, and kept them young looking and strong until Ragnarok, the end of the world. Idunn's rejuvenating energy is here to help you regain your youthful joy and vigor. There is nothing wrong with getting old, Idunn would say, as long as you keep your thoughts and actions youthful. Maybe you need to spend some time with young people, taking on their dynamism and vitality, or maybe you need to rethink the way you're doing things, considering a more youthful perspective. Your situation will be able to bring you joy and refresh your energies and abilities. This video is part of a series that focuses on sharing the card meanings from the Goddess Wisdom Oracle app, available for Android and for Apple. This video may not be an in-depth look at the goddess, but nonetheless, I hope you found it interesting and informative. If so, you may want to check out some of the other videos in the Goddess Oracle series. And if you'd like to suggest a goddess for me to focus on in a future video, please let me know in the comments.